KSM show.
We're back. Oh boy, what a way to come back! You know, this is the first show of our new season, and it couldn't have been any better than this, man. And before we left, we were talking about Auntie Florence, who says that sometimes when they watches Uncle Ibu, her husband's play, some of the things shock her. You know, some of the things she can't believe they are coming from the mind of Uncle Ibu. That's quite deep, you know. 35 years. So I want to go to Uncle Ibu and find out from him. I know, even me, someone says, hey, Uncle Ibu. I said that. He said, hey, you know, they go to me and say, where do you get these ideas from? So now, Uncle Ibu, you are here, man.
I'm an artist, and I think that every artist, people sometimes confuse a person with his act. I am an artist. As an artist, I'm a very different person from the man. The man, Mrs Whyte, is very reserved and laid back, and she knows that. The man, Mrs Whyte, doesn't like publicity.
Doesn't like, okay.
No, we've lived where we live for more than 20 years.
Wow. And
it is only last year that some of the neighbors got to know this where Mrs Whyte lived.
Really?
They knew Mrs. Whyte.
Wow.
You know, they knew Mrs. Whyte. Actually, all the taxis that operate around Teshinungwa know Mrs. Whyte.
Mrs. Whyte. Okay.
But they didn't know because they have never seen me. You won't hear me. You can live in a house with me for a week and you will not see my face or hear my voice. You may see me walking out because I spend all my time in my study. If you see me out and I'm not getting to the car, I'm going for a walk. I come back, I'm back there. So if you don't speak to me at home, you will not hear my voice. Florence and I talk in the room. So we talk mostly in the morning when we wake up in the morning because both of us are busy. On a good day, we get the people in the house worried because we could be in the house, we could be in the room till about 9 a.m. or about 10, and we would have woken up at 4. Wow. And all we're doing is chatting.
Wow.
Chat, and then they'll come and they are worried because what's happening to this? So the man, Mrs Whyte, is very different.
From the artist, Mrs Whyte?
From the writer.
And the writer, yeah.
And from the artist.
Wow. He's not there. That is amazing. That is amazing. And I was reading something about the role of the artist and how the artist has to have a convention of breaking cliches.
I think that's what shocks her because I am a non-conformist. And yet I do not look it.
Yes. I
look very quiet, I look very humble, I look very tame. But inside this house,
yes,
lives a wild beast.
I like that.
Really, really wild. I mean, wild. And I think it is good that I have my faith in God to temper it because I'm not too sure what limits I would have had if I didn't have the fear of God in me. But then again, without the fear of God, I don't think I would have been here. I understand my calling in the context of my faith so well that there is no conflict between what I do, what I'm gifted to do, what I'm anointed to do, and my faith. There's no conflict at all. I know God loves creation, loves creativity, and I know He loves honesty in creativity. You won't see hypocrisy in my art. No, you won't see. It will be authentic.
Wow.
And that's what sometimes makes people uncomfortable.
Yeah.
The discomfort comes from recognizing that this is reality. This is could be me.
Yes. Oh yeah, this is me.
This is me. And hey, why is he showing me? I'm polishing kakre.
Yeah, there are a couple of your plays that I saw that hit me too. Like, hey, yeah. And I could be Uncle Bati and I said, yeah. What are your? I know there've been several. But what if I would say? Just tell me like 2 fantastic things about the boat that really is there.
Caring.
Oh, caring. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
like he said, he's not a hypocrite. So we don't hide things from ourselves.
What you see is what you get.
And I like that kind of life. I mean, when he tells me something, I know he's not lying. And I'll not also lie to him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Show some love, man. I hope couples out there, you are listening, caring and honest.
To know, if I can't say it like it is, I won't tell him. Yeah, I'll find another time and see how I can do it.
Have you had any disagreements with his art? Like something you didn't like and you wanted him to change?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it won't be changed.
And he says it
You know
gently.
about it.
Yeah.
What is it?
She has the right to tell me what she's not comfortable with. But it may not have any effect.
Okay.
What it may make me do is to take another look at it and say, okay, so that's how people are going to receive it.
Okay.
Am I okay with that reaction? And is it consistent with the other aspects of what we are doing? If it is, then it stays. If it is not, then I'll take another look at it and see what else how else we can put that message across without causing as much offense as it would otherwise have caused.
Have there been occasions that you've thought through things and you have been forced, not forced, but you have realized that there's a need to maybe alter the presentation?
My works are always undergoing through critique from casts, from members of the group, from home, my wife, and all that. So it is a very ongoing thing. I am a very flexible person because of my own perspective to creativity. I believe that creativity is a very collaborative thing. And that if I took your idea and put into my play and my production, the credit comes to me. So why, if your idea is good,
I won't take it.
I won't take it.
Yeah.
So I take it from everywhere. And she watches every play. She reads most of them. When I'm in the mood to give it to her.
You critique it.
Oh, what I don't like, I tell him. No, this one, but this one is going to bring trouble. I tell him, this play too. Then, if he likes, he will change it on. That one I don't really mind because I know him. I know that at the end of the day, he will come with the best. That will be okay for him. Wow. And if it is okay for him, I don't really mind what you are saying.
I see.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that, man. I love it. Okay, what is it about her that you really admire?
When I met her at first, her legs.
Her legs?
Oh, yes.
You don't joke with legs, eh?
No. Meaning the idea I am about his legs. About the legs, but and also her depth. Her depth. I like women who are intelligent. I don't think I can cope with a woman who is pretty but not intelligent. Because for me, the mind of a woman turns me on as much as her body. And her mind even more so. So her mind, I liked the way her mind, I liked her spirit. And then in many ways, she was very different from who I am. She loves people, embraces people, brings people together. I hide from people.
Okay.
You know, if this were my house and I entered here and there's a hall and there were this many people in, I'm not stepping here till they go.
Really?
And it's not because I don't like them. I can't function here.
I see.
With people around.
Deep.
So then I'll just go to my study. And stay there till they are gone.
Wow.
So those who do not understand that and do not understand the fact that we are different personalities, sometimes have quite a lot of issues with it. You know, but the good thing is that I have somebody that who understands me. But those were before. But after marriage, what has kept our marriage together? And because this is a marriage that should not have succeeded. Because we married at a time when I was in love with somebody else.
Really?
Yes, and I have chosen to drop it at the end of your show, so you won't go back into it. I know you're going to wrap.
We will have to extend the time today, folks. Do a part 2.
So, but after marriage, what has sustained this is the fact that there isn't cold treatment from Florence. She would say what is bothering her. Say it up front. So it makes it easy to respond to it. You know, and she gives me the chance to be who I am. I mean, if I came and she's surrounded by people here and I greeted and walked into my room, she's not going to put pressure and say, come and talk to them. Why are you not coming to talk to them? You know, even though she would take the criticism, why is your husband like that? Why is your husband like that?
Yeah.
She will ignore it. She won't say anything.
Okay.
And then my walk into the room, my study to find out, are you okay? Is everything okay? Or these are the people. This is the reason why they are here. Okay, my regards to them. And it's like, she lets me be.
Wow.
There are people who meet her and say that I'm your rival. You know, there isn't a day she goes out that she doesn't meet somebody who says, I admire your husband so much. Your husband is my husband, my boyfriend, and I'm your rival. I love your husband. I don't think any of them would have lasted being married to me for 3 months. You know, because I'm a difficult person to live with. I may be sitting down, but I'm working. You know, so you come and I'm sitting there like that. Don't come and talk with me because I'm far away.
Work. Yeah.
I'm at work. I'm seriously at work. She understands that. So she walks in, takes a look at me, asks 1 or 2 questions. Depending on the response she gets, she stays. Or sometimes she looks at me and then just comes to sit down and maybe pick a book to read. You know, because she understands you are that way. She knows when I'm done, we will talk, and we do talk. We talk quite a lot.
Wow. How difficult was it to? Did you have to adjust, or you just?
I think God did something before we married. He brought a book, a bestseller.
I married a bestseller.
I married a bestseller, and when I read it, somehow I could relate to where I was going. So I had made up my mind and prayed. I was going to stay anyway.
Yeah.
So, and it was work.
Yeah.
So initially what bothered me was about parents. You know, he would not go and say hello to your mother, but he would do it to the mom. The mom stayed there and said, are you cool friends? Hi, Yes, he comes and hello. Sometimes I have to force him to answer by here. Come and say something. So you can imagine what it is, you know. So I think the shock was not very long. I had to know that this is what I'm into. And also I had to psych myself. But I love to pray. And it made me more prayerful. And also to gather people. So for 20 years now, I have a small intercessory group in the house, which he has also grown to love and is supporting. So I found something doing. And then just read the moods like you were saying. And then, but sometimes I am able to break it though, if I want to. That one, I know he's not happy, but he has to stop.
You have to stop.
But I do it once in a while because I know what he's been called for. And I also want him to fulfill his dreams.
Fantastic.
I really.
Fantastic. Put your hands together, man. And one thing you said that really, you know, you said she lets me be. You know, and it's such a strong, very short, but a very, very strong, it speaks volumes.
No, I think that one of the mistakes women do is that they marry the men and then try to change them. Listen, all the women out there, my men tried to change it, they didn't succeed. You will succeed, so give it up.
Give it up.
Yeah, give it up. Men are not to be changed. Let him change for you. But don't try to change him.
The change must come from within.
Let him change for you, you know. And if you create the right environment, he would adjust for you. He may not change completely, but he may adjust for you to the point where it is comfortable for you. But when you try to make him to be the kind of man he is not, you are caught in serious trouble. Serious trouble.
So, ladies, don't try to make the man into the man that he is not. You are courting serious trouble. Machana. What can I say, man? This has been a blessing. You know, Auntie Florence, so good to meet you here and hear everything that you have told us is just fantastic. And I really, really, really thank both of you. When I called Uncle Ibu, I said, Uncle Ibu, Charlie, this is what I'm doing. I want to feature. He says, well, talk to her.
Because we had said we'd never do it again. We did it on
this really?
Platform.
Oh, wow.
I said the information there was enough.
So you say we have said enough?
Yeah.
So, of course, I thank you that regardless of what you had said you would do, when I called, you are both here today. Yamin Shramo. Only size. Put your hands together, man. Folks, that's it. It was an amazing time. I've learned so much, and you have no idea. I try putting in a man. But until we come back next week, stick around. We'll be right back.
If you're having as much fun as I am, stay tuned. If you're not, you need deliverance. We'll be right back.
The KSM Show.